The June sun had shifted its angle to glare in Victoria's eyes. She flipped the sunglasses resting on the top of her wheat-brown hair down to perch on the bridge of her nose, and continued reading the novel in her hand. Her skin glistened from the liberal application of suntan lotion on all the flesh exposed to the sun's rays. The skimpy blue bikini exposed a great deal. Victoria rarely wore it in public, restricting its use mainly to sunning on the private terrace of their Mackinac Island home. It was an old, solid-looking house, built of brick, stucco, and wood, in the traditional Tudor style popular in the 20s. The terrace where Victoria was sunning was reached by a breezeway porch accessible from the living room of the house by sliding glass doors, or from the front entry porch by means of a pair of iron gates. Directly behind Victoria was a garage, built in anticipation of personal motorized vehicles being brought to the island, an expectation that was never fulfilled. Transportation on the island was limited to horse and buggy, bicycles, or walking. There was an airstrip where small planes landed, but as there was no bridge to the mainland, boat service ferried most of the island visitors to and from the island. Few people ever objected to the absence of cars, since it was part of the island's charm. Those who did bemoan the fact were usually those with blisters on their heels. Everyone else simply enjoyed the leisurely pace of life on the island, and the garage of the Beaumont summer home became a storage shed for lawn tools and bicycles. The sliding glass doors connecting the breezeway and terrace to the living room were opened. Victoria's sideways glance encompassed the angular build of Josie Largent, the Beaumont's French-speaking housekeeper for some 20-odd years. But it was the tall, frosty glass on the tray that made Victoria straighten in the lounge chair and push the spaghetti-thin straps of her bikini into place on her shoulders. "Lemonade? Josie, you are an angel," she declared. "Merci." "I thought you would be thirsty from all this sun," the housekeeper replied in French. Her English was flawless, but she rarely spoke it. Victoria suspected the woman believed it added distinction to her person if she spoke French. For Victoria, it meant her French language courses in school had been a snap, since she had conversed with Josie in that language from the time she was a child. Josie held the tray out to her so Victoria could take the glass. Her sharp hazel eyes swept the bareness of Victoria's body, then flicked in the direction of the early afternoon sun.